Well, with the fire in our bellies and the hope in our hearts, I think we're going to win this thing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and I will see you on the trail.
Well, I'm very focused on the condition of our democracy, not because it'll be easy to fix in a day or even a term, but because we need to deal with the conditions that made our current fractured political situation possible. That's why we got to deal with things like money in politics, redistricting reform, many of the things in H.R. 1 that was passed in the House but likely to die in the Senate around automatic voter registration and other ways to make it easier for U.S. citizens to vote, D.C. statehood, Supreme Court reform, and anything else that can make our democratic republic more democratic. Well, what we've seen is that California has been extremely receptive to our message, and now we need to back that up with a ground game. It's different organizing a state as big as California than it is in a place like, let's say, Iowa. But we think it's going to be important because we sense that California is wide open. There's appetite for a new generation of leadership. There's eagerness for somebody who can forward bold solutions. And I think what I can offer, a little different to some the other competitors we have, is a way to do that actually unifies people rather than feeling like a my way or the highway approach. Well, historically, I think, it was viewed that kind of federal office was higher than local office. I think today, if you take a look at Washington, a lot of folks would argue that we would be well served if Washington started looking more like our best run cities and towns rather than the other way around. I operate in what you might call a strong mayor system. I'm responsible for everything from public safety to economic development. I know what it's like to get a phone call at 3 a.m. and that can be anything from an officer-involved shooting that compels me to call our diverse community together while we're waiting for the facts to come in, to dealing with a natural disaster or charting a different economic future for a community that's so typical of many communities across America where people grew up being told that success meant getting out. Not just industrial communities like mine, but rural communities too. I think that kind of voice is relevant right now. I don't believe in running for an office so that you could run for some other office. And if that were the plan, I'd be doing something a lot easier than what I'm doing. To my own surprise, we're living in a moment, perhaps the only moment in American history, when somebody like me would even be taken seriously. And there's a reason for that. We need something completely different. And I think there's an appetite like we've not seen in my lifetime, maybe in modern times, for somebody who comes along who's not like the others.